Welcome back to the Virtual Reality Reconstructionist, the podcast where forensic investigation meets cutting-edge technology. I'm your host, Roger Ryan Ryder, and if you're a tech enthusiast or someone passionate about forensics, you've come to the right place. In today's episode, we're diving deep into a topic that's truly transforming the way we investigate crime scenes. We'll be talking about how artificial intelligence and machine learning are revolutionizing 3D scanning and virtual reality applications in forensic investigations. We're not just talking about speeding up the process, but also improving accuracy in ways we couldn't even imagine a few years ago. Tip of the week for public safety professionals. Now, before we get too deep into the tech talk, let's start with a helpful tip of the week for all my public safety professionals tuning in. If you're dealing with crime scenes regularly, one of the best practices you can adopt is to digitize your evidence as early as possible. Whether that's through 3D scans or detailed photo logs, having a digital copy allows for quicker analysis and prevents loss of data over time. Plus, it can be invaluable if you need to revisit a scene virtually, especially when cases take months or even years to resolve. All right, let's get into the heart of today's episode. Segment 1. The basics of AI and machine learning in forensics. Now that we've covered our tip of the week, let's dive into AI and machine learning and explore how they're shaping the future of forensic science. So, what exactly is AI and how is it being used in crime scene investigations? Well, in simple terms, AI refers to the development of computer systems that can perform tasks we used to think only humans could do. Things like visual perception, decision making, or even understanding language. Think of it as teaching computers to be smart. But machine learning, which is a part of AI, takes this a step further by allowing systems to learn from their own experience and data, improving their accuracy without needing specific programming for every task. But how does this apply to forensics? Traditionally, investigators might spend hours gathering evidence, trying to make sense of what happened. But now, with AI and ML, we can speed up that process significantly. Let's say you're using a 3D scanner to map out the crime scene. AI can now assist in identifying key evidence like blood spatter or bullet holes in real time. This brings us to an important point. AI doesn't get tired or distracted, meaning it can sift through massive amounts of data and pinpoint crucial details faster than we humans ever could. It's not just about speed, it's about making the entire process more accurate and reliable. Now that we have a solid understanding of how AI and machine learning function in forensic investigations, let's shift gears and explore one of the most exciting tools in the field today, 3D scanning and virtual reality. Segment 2. The role of 3D scanning and virtual reality. All right. So you've probably heard of 3D scanning technology before, but how does it work? And what role does it play in crime scene investigations? Well, 3D scanning uses technologies like LiDAR or laser scanning to create incredibly detailed digital models of a crime scene. We're talking about capturing millions of data points that allow you to virtually reconstruct a scene with stunning accuracy. And here's where AI takes it to the next level. AI-powered scanners can now not only capture the scene, but also analyze it in real time, detecting things like blood spatter patterns or hidden evidence that the human eye might miss. The beauty of this is that once the scene is captured digitally, it can be revisited again and again, whether it's by investigators, lawyers, or even jurors. This is especially valuable in courtrooms, where AI and VR can help present evidence in a way that's immersive and easy to understand. It's much like putting on a VR headset and stepping into the crime scene yourself, being able to walk through it as if you were there. That's the power of combining 3D scanning, AI, and VR. Now, we've talked about the technology itself, but let's dive into the specific applications of AI and ML in crime scene reconstruction. Segment 3, AI and machine learning applications in crime scene reconstruction. One of the most game-changing features of AI in forensics is object recognition and evidence detection. Instead of spending hours manually combing through the data, AI algorithms are trained to identify specific objects, firearms, bullet casings, even the posture of a victim. It's like having an extra set of expert eyes on the scene, only faster and more precise. Then there's pattern detection and data analytics. This is a huge one. Let's say you have multiple crime scenes that seem unrelated, but AI can detect subtle patterns between them, like similarities in bullet trajectories or the placement of key evidence. This could potentially identify a repeat offender across different cases or help reconstruct a more accurate timeline of events. And of course, AI doesn't just stop at crime scene analysis. It's also improving the way we train law enforcement officers. With AI-driven virtual reality simulations, officers can practice de-escalation techniques in virtual environments that adjust in real time based on their decisions. If an officer makes a mistake during training, the AI-powered simulation can instantly modify the scenario, allowing the officer to learn and adapt. So now that we've broken down the applications, let's take a look at how this works in the real world. Let's talk about some actual cases where AI and machine learning played a critical role in solving crimes. Segment 4, Real-World Case Studies. Let me tell you about a case in Los Angeles involving an active shooter. Law enforcement used three-dimensional scanning combined with AI to map out the bullet trajectories. With machine learning, they could determine the exact origin of the shots, helping them quickly figure out how many shooters were involved. The AI analyzed thousands of data points from the point cloud and flagged critical areas of interest that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. In another case, a complex homicide investigation in Texas involved multiple suspects with conflicting eyewitness testimony. AI-powered three-dimensional models allowed investigators to digitally recreate the scene, simulate different possibilities, and narrow down their suspect list based on trajectory analysis and virtual reality simulations. These examples show how AI isn't just a futuristic concept. It's already helping law enforcement solve complex cases with greater speed and accuracy. So we've seen how AI and machine learning are transforming crime scene investigations today. But what does the future hold? Let's wrap up by talking about where these technologies are headed. Segment 5. The future of crime scene reconstruction with AI. As we look toward the future, it's clear that AI and machine learning are just getting started in the world of forensics. One of the most exciting prospects is the development of predictive analytics. Imagine being able to predict future crime locations based on past data, allowing law enforcement to allocate resources more effectively and potentially even prevent crimes before they happen. And let's not forget about the courtroom. In the not too distant future, AI-driven virtual reality may become a standard tool for presenting evidence to jurors. Instead of just viewing photos or diagrams, jurors will be able to interact with the crime scene itself, walking through a digital recreation and seeing the evidence unfold in real time. It's a whole new way of thinking about justice and the legal process. As we wrap up today's episode, one thing is clear. AI and machine learning are revolutionizing the way we approach crime scene investigations. From faster reconstructions to more accurate evidence analysis, these technologies are paving the way for a new era in law enforcement and the courtroom. If you're working in the field or simply passionate about technology and forensics, these advancements are definitely something to keep an eye on. Thanks for tuning in to the Virtual Reality Reconstructionist. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. Got questions? Feel free to reach out to me at ryan.reiter@investigations.com. I'd love to hear from you. Stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you next time. And that's it for this week's episode. Don't forget our tip of the week: digitize your evidence as early as possible. It can make all the difference when it comes to analyzing and preserving crucial details. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in forensic science. See you soon.